YouTube? It's your boy, the Comic King, coming at you with some much needed content. You already know what it is. Mekk-Knight deck profile. All right. This is the first in many because I've been testing a lot of decks, a lot of Mekk-Knight versions, and honestly, I think right now there's no wrong answer with the deck. There's so many different routes you can take. So many different variants with all the new support that's come out. There's a bunch you can do with the deck nowadays, all of which I pretty much tested like literally everything you can think of. I've tested it. Not necessarily saying this is the best version, but this is a pretty good version. But being said, let's just get right into it. So start off, obviously 3 purple nightfalls, the GOAT, my favorite Mekk-Knight, obviously always comes back. 3 blues, 3 Gearsus, 1 indigo, 1 yellow, 1 red. That ratio hasn't changed in a while, right? Just keeping that simple. Then we got the 3 friend rares and the 3 unicorns. These cards are awesome, very good going against the boards. Just generally good going second cards. This banishes cards. This gets rid of some extra deck problems. Very good answers to hand traps. This searches a continuous spell and that lets you, extend more. Then you got the Brick City, my favorite card that I love drawing, obviously. Can't take it out though, just gotta play it. Then we got the 3 memories, obviously, the 3 pots, the 3 triple T's, 3 lightning storms, and the 3 dark rollers. I don't know why I've organized like that. Pretty much self-explanatory. These might as well be Mekk-Knight cards. These do the things, consistency and board breakers. That's what I'm doing with this variant of the deck. Then we got the one of birth. This is the card you search unicorn. Allows you to summon back your friend rares or your unicorn from your grave or banish, whichever it's at. Very good going into D-Shifter, I think. Then we got the 1 key and 1 succession. Obviously, those aren't going to change. Then we got the best card in the deck, the 3 secrets, the heart and soul of the deck, right? Insane card. Then the extra deck. Extra deck is pretty much literally the same, like that's one of the reasons why I like Mekk-Knight. It's just simple. 1 Navy Max, the 1 Supreme, 3 Morning Stars, 3 Libs. You could probably take out a Morning Star for something else, but I'm just setting my ways when it comes to Morning Star and Lib. I like 3 and 3, always have. The 1 Galatea, the 1 Dark Charmer, because this Terra format, summoning back those big fusions is pretty dope. The 1 IP. IP is a lot more crucial nowadays because of D-Shifter. D-Shifter doesn't hurt all the time, but sometimes it can really hurt. So you want to be able to, with Mekk-Knights, you want to be able to break boards, establish your negates. That's always been the plan with Mekk-Knights. That's just always what it's been. Outside of when the deck first came out, it was just Mekk-Knight, Hollister, Mekk-Knight Invoke OTK. That was what it's doing back then. But it's always been break boards, establish your board. So with that being said, you can't really do that under D-Shifter, but there's ways you can do it under D-Shifter when you're playing IP, because you can play under D-Shifter, right? Do your regular Mekk-Knight plays, your stuff. You won't have a grave. You're still going to search the secrets though, and instead of ending on Morning Star or A or Max or Supreme, you just end on IP, summon that indigo you searched, and set your secrets and your memory, whatever you searched, and then you pass, and then on their turn, you go IP effect, summon Morning Star. Now your indigo's in the graveyard. So you can activate secrets to summon it back, and then if you have discard fodder, you can activate a Morning Star, search and follow them, whatever you want to do there. But it just allows you, IP I think is a lot more important now because it allows you to play under D-Shifter, which a lot of decks that are keeping up in the meta, like they're able to do that. Every competent deck has an out, like some, not necessarily a way to negate D-Shifter, but it has a way to play through or around D-Shifter, like Tear, summon Baguska, because any deck that's going to D-Shifter you probably loses to Baguska. Sprite, they don't really care about D-Shifter, they play themselves, so who really cares? Like every deck can play through D-Shifter, so I think this is a Mekk-Knight version of playing through D-Shifter. It's playing IP. Then we got the Secure Garnom, doing the Lib stuff. Obviously there's no Mystic Mine anymore, but his play still comes up for me where I have Lib. I'm a bum, I don't have any extenders in hand, but I want to get rid of a card on the board. Boom, going to Link. Secure Garna, and then play a card. Link Karibo, always doing its thing, with the 1 card Gearsu, Zeus play. Gotta have it, love it. Then we got the Zeus and we got the Dingirsu. You know, just keep it moving. Clear these boards. We gotta clear these boards. Next for the side. Side is always up in the air. You know, there's really no lines there. I'm probably gonna do a video on side deck options. But for the side, we got some tier hate. Obviously, so six Bisteds. You know, I think that's good enough. Maybe you can bump it up. Then we got the Droll. I put Droll in here because I'm running into a lot of Dark World and a lot of Tribegate Lyrilisk and Birds. All of which like died to Droll, so I just threw it in there. You know, there's really no wrong answer with side. Side's always up in the air with Mekk-Knight. So I'm playing the Droll for now, but it's whatever. Card I'm having a lot of fun with and has been pretty successful for me. It's sort of concealing light. Specifically against tier. Being able to book their entire board turns off the Sully, turns off the crime if they have the crime there. It turns off the with the other trap. No one plays the other trap, but it turns off their back row, right? And their monsters are booked, so the disruptions are pretty much gone. So that you can then continue to play Yu-Gi-Oh! At that point, you're only playing around at halveness, which turns the back row back on. But that's a lot easier to play around than the full board and the full back row. So sort of concealing like really good. Also good against going into rogue, and it gives you that column, you know. So really good card. Evenly matched. It's evenly matched. Probably can play it in the main, but couldn't really find this space. It's also kind of counterproductive with the deck, but I do think it's not a terrible card to main. Just me and my preference. Putting it in the side. I don't think there's a wrong answer with that card. But yeah, the deck is pretty good. You know, the deck obviously tiers hard, but you just gotta finagle your way through that matchup. And every other matchup is pretty standard. Tier's like the only like matchup where you have to actually sit down and think, right? Which there's always gonna be a deck like that every format when you're playing Mekk-Knights. But yeah, deck's really good. I'll be posting another deck list. I'll be posting different variants of the deck throughout the week, so stay tuned for that. But for this one, obviously this version, I'll be sure to provide some gameplay. Check the video that I posted before, some gameplay versus Crystal Beast. Shout out my boy Neshi, you already know what it is, my boy. Crystal Beast best deck. I'm sorry, I can't lie to myself. Crystal Beast second best deck, Mekk-Knight best deck. But yeah, there's that video up. I'll be posting more gameplay of this variant of the deck as well as others soon to come. So if you got any questions, hit them in the description box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate the support, guys, and I'll keep the videos coming. With that being said, take it easy.